You may be wondering, Q, why are you holding a glazed donut? Well, oh my god, that's so good. Well, you see, because your face could look like this. That's all I'm saying. If you want your skin to look like a little glazed donut, you should stick around because we're about to get real up close and personal about how you can do that. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to be taking you through how I cured my maskne. So as you can see, currently I don't have any makeup on at all, and I have to say that my skin has never in my life been this clear before, and I wanted to share this with you guys because whenever we had to start wearing masks out in public, I work like 9-hour shifts in a mask. I totally understand what that does to your skin. I really broke out. I'll insert some pictures here. I just had like horrible cystic acne around my mouth and around my chin. Absolutely destroyed. I do have a little bit of scarring on my chin, or just discoloration in general, from back whenever I was breaking out really bad. And I didn't even take pictures whenever my skin was at its worst because I just couldn't handle it. So this is how I got my skin clear. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do morning and night. We're at the morning time, so I will show you what I use. Okay, I've got my hair pulled back so that we won't get anything wet that we don't want to. I'm gonna start off with my cleanser. I never thought that I had dry skin before. To be honest, I was always using cleansers that were probably way too harsh for my skin. So your cleanser should just be really gentle. If you've never tried a hydrating cleanser before, I highly recommend it because I noticed a huge change in like my skin's buoyancy after I started using a hydrating cleanser. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face. Now this is something that I do in the morning. I dry cleanse, and that is number one, what I would say. If you've never tried that before, most definitely give it a go. I just wet my fingers a little bit in the sink, and I'm just gonna take one little pump of my cleanser here. Oh, that's one pump. I'm gonna rub that in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and like really emulsify that into my skin. You can kind of feel the consistency of your cleanser change. So dry cleansing enables your cleanser to really penetrate the skin without the barrier of water. And then if there's anything in your cleanser that needs to be activated by water, whenever we go in and rinse this off, you'll get those benefits anyway. I like get my entire bathroom soaking wet every time I wash my face, and I've always gotten in trouble from the people that I live with because of it. Also, if you can get a towel that you know isn't going to come in contact with anything other than your skincare products in your face, that's really great. Okay, now my skin has been cleansed. I patted it dry. Like I said, the more gentle the better. So this is just plain old witch hazel. Witch hazel is a really great anti-inflammatory, so I just put a little bit on my hand, and I'm gonna pat this into my skin. I used to always want to use my toners or astringents with like a cotton pad, and I would like drag it across my face, and I would like to see like what I got off. But if you still have makeup on your skin on the toning and astringent part of your skincare, you need to be cleansing differently. I'll just pat this into my skin, and then while my skin is still damp from this is whenever you want to go in with the rest of your serums. So I started using the Ordinary products. I know, like everyone else, listen, the internet will save you, let me tell you. So in the morning I use the Ordinary Caffeine Solution Eye Cream. It's the 5% EGCG, and I use the caffeine in the morning because I feel like it helps decrease puffiness. So I'm just going to put a couple of drops of this on my ring finger, and basically don't put eye cream in your eyeball. So I'm just gonna go gently around the tops, like pat under my crow's feet and into the inner corners of my eyes. And then my skin's still a little bit damp, which is what I want from this witch hazel. I'm gonna go ahead with the Ordinary Vitamin C Suspension, 23%. And I'm gonna use, well, let's see, probably about like that much. These products last me forever, by the way. I will say that this does tingle a little bit. Honestly, I can deal with a little bit of a tingling sensation for a couple of minutes to have clear skin. So this one is a little bit more grainy, and I do feel like it exfoliates your skin a little bit. And then the last thing that I'm gonna put on this morning, don't forget your neck, is going to be what I think was the catalyst for changing my skin. And I think it was like the final step that I needed to figure out. So I actually don't use like a moisturizer anymore. I know that sounds crazy. So this may not work for you, but for me, I've been using just the ordinary 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil as my moisturizer day and night. And I did this on accident because I was putting this on below my moisturizer. And then, listen, I've tried a lot of different moisturizers, and I will say that whenever I accidentally ran out of the moisturizer that I was using on top of this rose hip seed oil, I would say within 3 or 4 days, my skin cleared up, and I'm telling you, that was probably 2 months ago, and my skin has looked like this for the past 2 months, which is incredible. So I'm just gonna take some of this rose hip seed oil, put a couple of drops on my fingers, and I'm gonna go ahead and work this in. And yes, I'm going to look like a glazed donut, and you know what? That's fine. I truly believe that if you don't look like a little Krispy Kreme, you're probably not putting enough moisture into your skin. These products are not gonna clog your pores, so if you have oily skin and you're afraid to use an oil, I would say if you've never tried it before, just try it and see how it goes for you, because it really did change my skin. So that's all I'm gonna do this morning. I'm not a person who wears makeup to the gym. I know that that's like really mainstream on YouTube, but I just think that your skin needs to breathe while you sweat, if at all possible. I might just put like a tiny bit of mascara on, and not everyone loves them, but I'm here for a fluffy brow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use some of my air control hairspray on the back of my little spoolie here. And I'm just gonna comb my eyebrow hairs up so that they stay. No, this air control does not make me break out. So that is how I look after my skincare routine. I'm gonna go ahead and work out, get my day started, and then I will show you guys the takedown process at the end of the night tonight. Okay guys, it is nighttime. It's actually almost midnight, and I never go to bed this late, but I actually had dinner with a friend tonight and I'm just now getting home. So I did wash my face in the shower, which I usually do at night. So I didn't show you guys that part, but I just used the same cleanser that I used this morning. And before I did that, I took off my makeup with, as you can see, it got its fairy use today. This is just one of those little reusable makeup towelettes. It's called the Makeup Eraser, and I live by this thing. I feel like it really gets everything off without having any kind of like oily residue on your face like other makeup removers do. Like I said, I just cleansed, and then I got out of the shower, patted my face dry, quickly threw on some clothes so that I could show you guys this. I'm going to basically repeat my toning step that I did this morning. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Mario Badescu Hyaluronic Eye Cream. I like to use hyaluronic acid at night, and I'm just going to put a little bit on my ring finger. I like to use this one at nighttime instead of the caffeine solution because I feel like it's a little bit heavier. Next, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Ordinary Retinol. This is probably the #1 thing that I would recommend doing in your routine, is using retinol every single night. I used to think that it was one of those like once a week things. Boy, was I wrong. So I'm just going to take a good little vial full here. And retinol is good for where you want new skin cells to turn over. That is what retinol is used for. And then after that, my little magic potion again, we're going to do the rose hip seed oil. This has totally replaced all other moisturizers for me. I do not see myself anywhere in the near future going back. Last but not least, I don't do this every single night. I would say this is more like every 2 or 3 nights, but this is the Laneige Sleeping Care Lip Sleeping Mask. I will say that this will last literally forever. I got this for Christmas this year, and I have to say that, like, I have not made a dent in it, and I use it all the time. 6 nights out of 7, that's going to be a routine. I'm going to go ahead and brush my teeth, go to sleep, and I'll catch up with you guys in the morning, where I will go over a couple other things that I do other than the products that I use in the morning and night to help keep my skin clear. So I will see you in the morning. Okay, before you guys go, first things first, if you are putting on a mask every morning, this one actually isn't even bad, but if you're putting on a mask every morning that looks like this, that's like stained on the inside, wash your masks, make sure that you're putting on a clean one every single day. Or sometimes you don't have time for that. So I will wear these disposable ones. I don't like to wear these every day because I know that they're harsh on the environment. However, I will say that switching to disposable masks for my longer shifts, I think, has really helped my skin. So that is my last tip. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm going to be linking all the products that I used in the description bar below. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos if you haven't yet. I have some really fun stuff coming up, and I'm super excited to share everything with you that is on my list. So I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.